Yep.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
creativity in concert really spawned from so many conversations I've had with people that it's like, "Oh, I'd like to do more improvisation or more composition with my students, but we need the rehearsal time to prepare for the concert." And I was like, I get that. I really do. It's hard, especially when there are like community or external pressures on the type of music and the quality, like in quotes, of music
Sure.
you perform.
Yep.
Um, so I was like, what if it's part of the concert?
Right.
And like what if it's something that we do that gets showcased in the public performance so that people understand, like people being the audience members and outside stakeholders understand the value of it.
Yeah, and the process too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So one of the ideas that I talk about in the book or in the article is the idea of like doing a soundscape to set the stage for the piece. So in the vignette I include in the article, thinking about in the Hall of the Mountain King,
Mhm.
where students would then compose this sort of like ethereal sound background music that sort of like a la Moldova sets the landscape of the hills, so that the scene comes through.
Okay.
And then students can actually like write a narration to explain the story of Peer Gynt and
That's cool.
what happens.
Yeah.
Another big thing that I talk about in that article is that structure is actually really important to creativity when we're starting out. The example, like when I use working with my pre-service teachers, is how many of you have ever been in a conversation with multiple people about where to go out to dinner? And there are so many options about what to do, and you just can't pick a place. So one of two things happens. You go to the exact same place you always go to, order the exact same thing, or you stay home and eat leftovers.
Yeah.
And like that's just a disappointment all around. But if you say, do you want to go to this restaurant or that restaurant? And you limit the choice to those
Mhm.
two things, well, it's a lot easier to only choose from selected options
Right.
rather than the infinite number of options that you can't choose.
Yes.